Go.
My name is Christopher Moss with Rush Truck Center's Medium Duty here in Dallas, and today I'm going to do the walk around on the Peterbilt 337. Good afternoon, Mr. Customer. First, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come out here and really experience the 337 and what sets this truck apart from the competition. But before we get into that, I want to talk about Rush and why I think we would be a great partner for your growing and expanding company. From our humble beginnings in 1965 at a GMC dealership down in Houston, we've grown to be the nation's largest commercial dealership of Ford, Peterbilt, Isuzu, and Hino. Not only do we have new and used sales, we also have parts and service on all makes and models with over $1 billion in parts inventory ready to go. We have a body center, a collision center. We have finance and lease departments that make the purchasing process easy and enjoyable. We have Rush Mobile Care. And lastly, we have Rush Care, which allows you to wrap all your services and maintenance into one low price package, allowing our concierge service advisors to focus on your truck while you focus on your business and making money. Now let's get started on this beautiful 337. Here we have the rear end, which is where your body is going to sit. The rear end suspension can go from air ride suspension to spring suspension. As you can see, this one is set up with air ride suspension, setting on top of a Dana or Meritor axles. What this allows you to do is have several different configurations to build this truck to your spec, unlike some of the cookie cutter competition out there. Sitting on top of here, we have a polished aluminum Alcoa wheels, which make this truck look fantastic and is lighter at the same time. Coming down, we can see our hub bolted frame. Now this frame can be built to the very inch to accommodate your body. It is hub bolted with no extra holes like some of the Swiss cheese frames you see out there. We have stronger cross members than some of the competition, making sure this frame is going to last the lifetime of your truck. Now, as we come back, you can already start to see the differences. Starting with our lap scene constructed all aluminum cab. This all aluminum cab is stronger and lighter, making it the longest lasting cab on the road today. Some of the first visible features you can see is our much larger rear window, giving you greater visibility and awareness of your surroundings. You can also get a cab corner window, giving you more visibility for the driver. For driver comfort, we actually have a recessed window back here, allowing the driver's seat to recline, giving more comfort and more spacious feel for the driver. Now, coming through, we see how this door actually is recessed and becomes part of the frame, increasing the strength of this cab. Now, holding that door up is our piano style hinges. These are the strongest hinges you can get. You can open this door, slam it a million times. This door is never going to sag like some of the competition because of how strong it is and how well made this cab is. Peterbilt comes standard with a peak window, giving your driver better visibility and awareness of its surroundings. Now here we have our non-slip step, pairing it with a very large grab handle, gives your driver a safer, easy entrance and exit of the vehicle. As we come around, we talk about the Meton hood and Lexan lenses and why they are the leading in the industry. They're more resilient than the standard. This Meton hood can take a rock or a hit and it won't spider web out like some of the fiberglass hoods on some of the other competitions. Coming around, we have our oval stamp stainless steel Peterbilt front grille. This truck, whereas some of the competitors have a plastic grille, this truck has a stainless steel grille. This is going to take any sort of rocks coming up, hitting it, nothing's going to be able to penetrate that and get to some of the vital components like your radiator, causing a catastrophic damage. This really keeps your truck safe, not to mention it looks fantastic. Now with that look here, this truck is outfitted with a stainless steel chrome bumper, pairing that with the chrome sun visor, reducing glare for the driver. On top of those stainless steel, aluminum, polished wheels, make this truck stand out. It is really a fantastic truck. Putting next to any sort of competition, you can see the quality, the difference in it. Now I'm going to lift up this hood and we're going to go over the power plant of this truck. Now the Peterbilt 337 can come in two configurations of engines. We have the PX7, which is what you see here, and you can also put a PX9, larger 9-liter engine in this 337 cab. The PX engines can go from 200 all the way up to 380 horsepower and 520 all the way up to 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. These engines, this cab, the Peterbilt, is built to your spec. There's no cookie cutter building, there's no mass building on this. Whatever your vocation is, we get the proper power plant for you. Now, on this power plant, you can still get a manual Eaton transmission or the industry-leading Allison automatic transmission. The automatic transmission is perfect for any driver who can jump in, turn the key, and go out, start running routes and making you money. It's very versatile. It's very easy for anybody to drive. Now, coming around, you see again, non-slip steps, big grab handle for that driver to climb in and out. And on top of these steps is actually sitting on top of our fuel tank here. Now, Peterbilt can go from a 50-gallon all the way out to a 120-gallon fuel tank. You can do dual tanks, one on each side, whatever is going to fit your need and your route the best. Again, it's all about custom. You can get a small, medium, large depth tank. That way you can pair up the perfect depth tank with your fuel to make sure you're running the most efficient routes possible. Now, what I want to do is I want to let you sit in the driver's seat so you can really get the experience of what your drivers are feeling every day and see why this truck is the best. So, before I go over all the great features inside here, what do you think about this truck and how it compares to your current fleet? Perfect. I'm glad you can see the differences. That means what we go over next is just going to be the icing on the cake. Now, the first thing you experience is this air ride driver's seat. It makes it more comfortable. You can adjust your position to fit your driver perfectly. You have a telescopic adjustable steering wheel to fit any driver need. Not only does it fit everybody, but this air ride seat makes it more comfortable and anti-fatigue. Coming over here, we have several different variations for the passenger seat. We can go a bucket seat, you can go an air ride passenger seat, or you can go the bench seat like we have in this application today. That gives you extra storage up underneath the deck, or up underneath the seat. Now, looking forward, we look at the driver-centric dash. This goes over everything from your Allison automatic transmission selector, air brake release, to our concert class Bluetooth radio, allowing your driver to Bluetooth his phone to the radio, allowing him to have hands-free calling, keeping his eyes on the road, and keeping him and everybody else safe. Going over, we see our information center. This can go for everything from your transmission temp, trip information, all the way down to miles per gallon, keeping your driver well informed on everything going on inside this truck. Now, looking down, one of the great features you can see is we have a flat floor. Some of the competition actually has a sloping floor. With the flat floor of the Peterbilt 337, it's going to give your driver a more spacious, relaxed feel. We have easy accessible cup holders, along with your air horn and sun visors. Everything is driver centric. So, how does everything look so far? What I went ahead and did is I brought a sales order over the price we already discussed, because right now is the best time to buy. Interest rates are at an all-time low, and the best time to buy is now because the end of the year is coming and you can get the best tax breaks and write it off for your taxes for next year. How does that sound? We have a deal?